Hello and welcome once again to Velerious Hardcore Survival Vegetarian Mode. Now you'll notice something extremely different about this episode. I'm running extremely quickly and chopping away at trees like they were nothing. Now the reason behind this entire episode and why it took so long to get on is because I've actually been filming this for the past 2 days and editing it with sound and music obviously to be able to show it to you now. As you can see, I'm doing some slow motion moves there, placing things on the floor. I'm just rapidly flying around because I'm actually terraforming the land how I wanted it. Now in hardcore mode it meant that I went through quite a lot of food over the time and a lot of the tools, which means that, a lot of the cobblestone and things that I had like that all were pretty much used up and I had to go cave diving to get more of it and everything. But I didn't want to bore you with the fact of me mining or just digging out a lot of sand and a lot of dirt. So what I've done is I've compiled this now and sped it up into an 18-minute clip of me speaking over this. And what I'm basically going to be explaining is what's going to be happening within this clip and why exactly that I decided to go long. And instead of carry on building my little tiny shaky kind of house with a fence around it, I decided instead of doing that I would be coming on one day and just getting all the materials I needed to build a quite large mansion. Now, one thing to note straight away is the fact that I actually have a different skin, and you might see every now and then that my arm looks a lot more different than the Zoe arm that I showed you previously. As you can see there, I'm just chopping out the entire centre part of this massive landfill, and you can see all the blocks around the side. Now that is actually my markings of like where the blocks are going to start popping up. So then I have to layer down the base all around the inside, which I'm doing in the lighter kind of wood. Doesn't spring to mind right now what it's called, but it's the lighter one. As you can see, the texture pack is still not working. However, during this video and during my time filming, I did go and check it out because I was going to get a different texture pack altogether. And what I actually discovered was that there is a way to fix this texture pack so that instead of showing the no TP, it actually just shows the old skin, as far as I know. But I went on with it, and you'll see me later on still building this. Look there, the wood is absolutely normal. There's none of that no TP stuff coming up there. You saw in my inventory there I had a load of wood and a load of wooden planks. All of this was harvested by myself. There is no cheats, no creative mode, no nothing like that. I literally was on hardcore mode building all of this. As you can see down there, I've got the food bar, I've got the health bar. My food bar drops rapidly throughout this, and you'll keep noticing that I've got a gummy worm on the bottom. Now, I do take different types of food mostly through this, and you'll see suddenly like I'll have bread down there, or I'll have 20 gummy worms instead of 15 all of a sudden. And it's because I literally had to keep making more. Now, I'm laying the outline of the house here, and if you look, the gummy worms have gone down to 12 now. So I lay it on the outside. Unfortunately, I mess it up, knowing me. So I just skipped forward to show you what it looks like afterwards here, and that I'm putting glass in between the blocks. The glass here will end up being like quite large windows around the side of it. As you can see there, I got a bit scared about the spiders going to eat me, but luckily for me, they didn't eat me at all, which was quite good. I'm trying to keep up with it at the moment, I shouldn't be. I'm actually pre-recording, not pre-recording, I'm recording this after I filmed this because of the fact that I didn't know how long it would be. And if it was going to be me talking for like 60 minutes of what I'm doing, then when I cut it down to 18 minutes, I'd have to cut out a lot of text and make it sound good. Slow motion spider kill. But what I essentially aimed for quite a lot is for this to seem quite, natural and everything, and for this kind of talk over now to just be a little bit of a narrative really of what's going on. I mean, I sped these up as fast as I possibly could, and I even used velocity envelopes on quite a lot of the parts that were absolutely massive. So it took quite a while to get it all kind of sorted out and everything, and that's the reason why I didn't get a video up yesterday. I was aiming to get this up yesterday, and I had to render it in order for me to watch it, to put the sound back in, because obviously I'm watching this now while I'm talking to you, and then afterwards I'm going to be uploading my voice over the top of it. I'm going to be adding music to that, and I'm hoping it's going to look quite badass really. These two sand here are different colours. I have no idea why, but they are. That kind of disturbed me, so you'll see that I just kind of checked that out for a little bit. I put that in there anyway, just because of that. So we left the shack, in other words, to come over here. Now, this is the first time ever that I've done one of these roofs. mostly people have done these roofs all the time, where you put like the stairs up and make a triangle roof, and you have like a little like top part in the middle of it. And now I was going to do that. As you can see, I keep messing up the stairs because I've never done this before, and I had no idea like what to expect or how to do it. So I decided to do it off my own back and to have just a quick go at it. Then I decided, well, I may as well put flooring down first, because this will be basically the roof for the first floor, but not only that, it will then be the second floor in itself, because the roof will be there, and that will be kind of like, you know, the top part of the house. So I put down this floor. I didn't think ahead really, and I should have thought ahead, because obviously putting down this flooring here and doing that all the way around will mean that the floor below is cast into eternal darkness, which means mobs are then free to spawn inside, and I had no torches, so I had to once again go chop down even more trees in order to smell a lava bucket with 100 trees, well 100 wood, which then got me a load of charcoal. I turned that into sticks. Later on I lit all the bottom floor, all the middle floor, and I was going to start lighting the top floor, but I was seriously running out of time and hard drive space. I was filming this on Fraps in 30 FPS full size. Now I've got to tell you, filming like that was extremely hard, and the main reason why was because when I came out at the end and I'd finished my mansion, I'd got everything done, I quickly just looked at it, and I was just looking, I was like, right then, it looks all okay and everything. I noticed I had quite a few clips, so I went to go to the properties to check like what kind of hard drive space it was using. 89 gigabytes worth of hard drive space went into the making of this. 89 gigabytes, and then it took over 3 hours to render the version with no audio for me to watch and record my audio over it, because there was no way of watching it through any other means apart from if I'd gone and cut the clips myself manually, stuck them all together in like a playlist on Windows or something, which would just take too long. So what I had to do was render the video so it had no audio in it. Once I rendered the video so it had no audio in it, it meant that I could watch it back and do the narration over the top of it. This came up with the second kind of predicament, that rendering the video was 3 hours. Now I have to put the audio on there and render it again. Then I realised, well, 18 minutes of me speaking and building really quickly is not exactly the most thrilling or amazing experience ever. So in my mind, the first thing I thought was, well, I'll put some backing music on. Just a little track that'll go around the back of my voice, and it'll just basically be a light little thing, a little bit of music. But I've been currently searching for like an entire day to find this music that I wanted, but I couldn't find any like long enough, so unless I did like a really obvious loop of a good soundtrack, I'd end up looping something that just really grinds you. And because it's going to be playing for 18 minutes, really I wanted a kind of, you know, music that people would enjoy or want to just sit there hating after the 18 minutes. So instead of that, I've decided against it, and I'm not going to be putting audio in this video apart from the narration of me. So as you can see here, it was really difficult to get all these blocks in and everything. By my calculations, I believe it was 29 by 38 blocks, because the walls spaced along that kind of pathway really. But yeah, it was a massive house, a big kind of project that I was doing, and obviously at the end of this video I am actually building a few of the rooms, but I'm going to be building the rooms later on as well with you, just so you can get like a look of it and everything. We'll probably make quite a lot of automated stuff in there, so like when we come in, a lever that we pull and the redstone will make all the lights turn on, but that is far into the series really, because we first need to find redstone, and if we could find redstone, I mean we could find diamond. So yeah, diamond is the thing that I've always wanted. As you can see here, this is when I realised what has happened. So I have to spend my entire Minecraft day, well, not the entire day, but pretty much half of my Minecraft day coming in and out of here, killing creepers, spiders and anything else. So I've slow-moed it down so you can actually see me killing 3 individual creepers in hardcore mode without killing myself. Later on you'll see one blow up on me. And I left that in just to show you that, you know, I am a bit of a derp. I wasn't just being pro and killing them and all, but it really was amazing for me. Now I watched this back and you'll see some text in a minute explaining why this was a bad idea, and yeah, I didn't think of it at the time. Yeah, this is a wooden house and I have just put lava in the middle of it to light it up. It burnt away the entire part of the 2nd floor. I had to then rebuild all that while it was on fire, trying to pour water onto the lava to get rid of it. So anyway, I did do that, and then I left the water there to just kind of stop any future fires, and so I could swim up to the next level quite easily. But as you can see, the monsters then still spawned. But carrying on with it, I think I've probably placed torches down there by now. I decided to start on the next part of my project, which will be building the very top part of this, which is either side of this was going to be placed like each other. So as you can see on the other side, these ones now should be identical. You'll see the kind of wood that I'm trying to place it in the right way, but it's just not going. This is another reason why I didn't actually do the entire roof in this kind of wood, because it's really difficult to place it like that. So anyway, the whole idea behind this was really that tree gets in the way quite a lot. That I was going to build this across, as you can see here with me putting like the stairs down, the wood and everything. But I'm just basically building that up, and this is going to be kind of like the side of the roof. As you can see, the trees right there gets in the way. Now I have chopped that down now, but it took quite a while to chop it down because it was just being a very annoying tree. So I put these on the right way, and then I have to lay the wood perfectly along the top to face that direction. Now 1.3.2 and 1.3.1 is the update where wood can actually do this and be placed on its side and look nice and better and everything. Beforehand, when you put a block down, it would just point straight upwards like it does in a tree. So I've not really messed around a lot with the wood and how you're meant to place it down and everything, and I did not realise at first it's almost as sensitive as trying to place down wooden stairs. It really is shockingly sensitive. As you can see here, I'm trying to clear this tree from any wood that's in it, because if there's even one bit of wood left in that tree, it will keep growing. Now this is the creeper that I accidentally fell on while being in that tree, and he exploded. Look at the amount of hearts he's taken off there. As you can see, I immediately grabbed the gummy worms and were eating away at them. Now this was when I was trying to put the roof on, and I thought, well, I can't do it, I don't know why, it's just too hard. So I decided to build the little slanty part of the roof first that's going to go up into the flat bit at the top. As you can see, I am absolutely terrible at placing these stairs. I've never done anything like this before. It's literally my first attempt to build a roof that looks like this. The first inspiration for this roof that I saw was Kurt J-Mac, where I watched him kind of build a really, really small version of this for his house, and I looked at it and thought, well, that looks quite impressive, I really like that. And that's the reason why I tried to do it with this house. However, I didn't realise that just how high it would go up, so I had to change it into flat kind of top at the end. And I didn't realise as well that the minute you put a stair down, if you put it down wrong, you have to sit there chopping it up, and it's really, really ridiculously hard for no reason. It's like I'm speeding this up rapidly, you'll still see me break it. If I was digging like dirt or something, you barely see me sitting there breaking one block. It's actually quite slow to break up the stairs, I'm not exactly sure why. I imagine it's because it's made out of so much wood, they kind of wanted it to make it seem hard. Now this was the second plan, to make the roof completely out of wooden planks along the top and just a flat base. This would mean the trees, the wood would not be to be placed how I was going to place it before, so it wasn't going to come across, and it was a lot easier for me just to place wooden planks like this. But this, luckily, meant that my entire roof could be nicely finished, and I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. The wooden planks kind of blend in with each other, because you've got the nice light wooden planks on the bottom floor, you've got the darker planks on the second floor, and then another set of the darker planks on the third floor. So I think they look extremely nice, in all honesty. And I spend quite a lot of time just basically going through this. I show you as much as possible because of the fact that I want people to realise that I have literally spent the last 2 days building this gigantic house. It's not been easy. I have nearly died a few times, one due to starvation, a few times I fell off the roof, and I hadn't eaten, and my health was quite low, falling off, landing on one heart. As you can see there, the last block's in, Oh, it was so much hassle. I forgot the stone there, so I had to do that. This is just quickly me now building the inside of the house. Now the first thing that we need, obviously, is a staircase. Or how else do we get from floor 1 to floor 2? So I plotted out where the staircase would go, and I thought, right, this is enough. So then I started to build the base of the staircase. Now the whole point of building the base here and everything is that it will give me a kind of idea, like how high I'm going to need this base. So I chopped my way through and hacked and everything and made it look like a proper good staircase. I'm going to put some fences around the top of it at the end as well. Now as you can see here, I'm just filling in the stairs now. Oh, stair, wrong way. So then I go back down and I immediately cut out that section. Now that was quite quick, but what I was actually doing was I left the part behind the stairs, and later on we'll be visiting that and you'll see like what I've done with it. This is mainly just to show you that I've been doing all this and it's not been a lie at all. So I've got myself my bedroom that I'm building here. As you can see, I've built the doorway there, so now I'm going to just continue along here and build over there. I keep running out of wood massively, but to be honest, I did chop down nearly an entire forest to do this. This room here that was behind the stairs is now my storage room. And then I have crafting, smelting and storage on the beginning bit. My upper floor stairs were there. That is my mansion's name. Here is the bedroom. I was going to put bedroom, but I decided to put Velerious's bedroom. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I've got it all working. So now what's next? Oh, well, I've got a flat roof. So let's put some stairs up there. Now, at the beginning, I was a bit curious about these stairs because I wanted to kind of go with a kind of twisty stair type of way. You know, that'd look quite neat, really. But I had no idea how to build it or where we can go. So it took me a few times until eventually I was kind of happy with what I'd got. So yeah, at the beginning there you saw me kind of cutting down the stairs and replacing them and everything. But eventually I got to the kind of point where I realised how these kind of stairs were going to curl round, but I didn't want them touching over each other, obviously. I worked forward until eventually I kind of chopped out the top bit to make sure that I could get up there easily. Now I'm going quite fast here at the moment, but I will be walking up there afterwards to show you just kind of a little bit slower, like what it came out like. So here we go. You can see me putting the rooftop entrance there. So I walked forward and went up the stairs there. That is what it eventually came out like. As you can see, we've got a sign there, welcome to the rooftop lookout. And all of this roof has been turned into fence. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all again for watching if you are doing, and I hope you really enjoyed this. It took quite a long time to do, and I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye!